Guys, we officially did it. We found the best anime ever. But before we get into this video, let me introduce myself. I am Gorlok and I do anime, and I hope to bring everybody a new suggestion for what they should watch moving forward in their anime ventures. Today we're going to be talking about the best anime ever. Now when I say throw out your Full Metal Alchemists, your Death Notes, your Sword Art Onlines, I really mean it with this one because it genuinely is the best anime ever. And don't stop me because you say that, oh, well, it's all just opinion based, because this one is not about opinion. This is factual, guys, and that's why we're talking today about the best anime that is Pupa. Now, before you go into the comments and try to dispute this fact, let me tell you all of the reasons why this is the best anime ever. But first, I want to tell you about this story. Utsutsu and Yumi, they were abandoned as children because their parents just couldn't deal with each other, and then the dad was abusive and just pushed them off to the side. Now, how are they going to school? I don't know exactly, but that's exactly what they're doing. One day, Yumi is walking back from school and runs into this strange lady dressed in all black. She's got a black hat, she's got a black dress, she's got scars on her face. She's a little sketchy, but you know what? She's cute as a child, so it's totally fine. And yes, that's right, we learn her backstory right away. Oh, and did I mention that this show has episodes that are only 4 minutes long, meaning you can watch through this entire series in one sitting in less than an hour. That just shows you why this show is so amazing, because you can get through all of the amazing parts in under an hour and then rewatch it whenever. And you know what? The show is also left open-ended, so we can all assume our own endings to this masterpiece that is Pupa. Going back to the story, this sketchy lady that Sister Yumi walks into tells her she better get home before she sees the red butterflies. Only moments after does she see these butterflies, and then a crowd of people is around, she passes out, and brother Utsutsu comes and tries to find her and help her, when in fact, she turns into a monster and kills everybody around. She spews blood, she slashes, she eats. It's a beautiful scene, just done wonderfully by Studio Dean. That I did not mean to... Guys, I'm not a rapper. All I do is spit bars and drive cars fast. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, Yumi. She eats people. Whoa, that's so badass. And right off the bat, we're thrown into this crazy world with beautiful art from Studio Dean. Did I mention Studio Dean made this show? The same Studio Dean that made shows like Konosuba and Fate Stay Night. Oh, and also, haven't you heard I'm Sakamoto? And it was made in 2014. I know, a lot of great shows were made in 2014, but it stood out above the rest, even over Golden Time. Now, Utsutsu is kind of taken aback, and he doesn't know how to feel about his sister, except for 2 seconds later, he's right into caring and loving her just like that, even though she's a monster that killed a lot of people already and goes on to kill even more. But you know what? It shows the bond between these two, and I love it so much that they love each other just like peas in a pod or something like that. Maybe even a little crazier too. The show goes on at a pace. We're moving quick. Beautiful animation, art aplenty. It's wonderful, guys. And then we get to see how the show progresses and how Utsutsu will go to any lengths to help his little sister. Whenever he tries to comfort her when she first turns into a monster, she eats him. And he fucking dies. But that's okay, because Utsutsu comes back because of a virus that both of the children have. And honestly, this is where the story gets kind of wacky, guys. This virus actually dates back to when the children were kids. Now, Yume was a demon child, and the mom didn't want to have her, and she tried to have an abortion. That's not cool, guys. Political views. The demon child literally shocks her into saying, "Please, don't abort me, you gotta have me." And now we have Yume, the cute little girl that is siblings to Utsutsu, the caring older brother. And yes, this dynamic works perfectly because both of them have the virus, meaning they're meant for each other because Yume can literally eat Utsutsu and he regenerates his skin. So then we get to see sensual scenes of these two, well, one of them devouring, the other one just being in pain. And I watched this in the uncensored version, and you know what? Those sensual scenes were absolutely beautifully done. The sound effects were wonderful. You know what? Let me just play one little sound for you guys, and you will get why this anime is so great. Oh my gosh, it's so wonderful. Oh, it's so wonderful. 10 out of 10, guys. Oh my gosh, this is a great show. Oh, and then they get kidnapped by another organization that then dissects Utsutsu and sees how he is while they tie up the demon monster that literally can kill a bunch of people whenever it wants to in a few chains and put a blindfold over her face for whatever reason. It's funny though because it's like, whoa, they underestimated this little girl that could turn into a demon, and then she goes off and kills literally everybody in that area. Now, there's also a lead up that there's gonna be another demon child born, but we don't get to see that because the show wants us to kind of be left to a thought process that tells us what the story is going to turn into after the 12 episodes that are 4 minutes long. So we really just fly through this show and don't understand anything that's going on. And I will be honest, this show is absolutely trash and fucking disgusting. Watching this show uncensored is a mistake, and I can't believe it's on Crunchyroll. Oh my gosh, and Studio Dean, what are you doing? This show is equivalent to a snuff film. Don't watch it. The music's pretty good though. Moving on to the art, I give it a 10 out of 10 because it's absolutely beautiful, guys. The way that everything is kind of painted in a watercolor palette is just so nice and pleasant to the eyes. Even whenever good old Yume is eating her brother. So nice. Absolutely disgusting. It should not be an anime in the first place, and it is the lowest of low, and there's a reason it's got a 3 point whatever on Mal. Personally, I gave it a 2 the first time I watched it years back, and now I think I have to give it a 1 because watching it made me think, what is wrong with these people? Overall, the show is a wonderful watch, and when you get through the first devouring scene where Yume just chomps into her brother, you'll really understand why it's such a kicker. I give this show a 10 out of 10, and you know what? Yum yum yum, Brother Chan. I love it, and that's all I gotta say. You guys go on to have a wonderful day. Please to God, don't watch this anime. Damn it, I did it again!